Hi everybody. Anyway, so the previous video I was talking about two must visit cities in Korea, South Korea. And I got a question, a comment from somebody. I forgot her name. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Her name or his name. Like, what something about food in Korea and food in Japan, since I've been to both Korea and Japan. And if there is other country that I've been to. So I've been to Japan, Korea, New Zealand, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. So I'm not sure about you, but the food in different countries are very different. You have to be an open-minded person, because if you're not an open-minded person, you see strange, you mean like, new food, you'll be like, what is this? For many Americans, I noticed, because I live in the US, so when something is strange, many, I'm not saying all of them, but many are like, oh, this is gross, this is disgusting. It is just different food that you don't eat often, you're not used to, so you cannot say something is disgusting or something is gross. Like when I was in Japan, I have a friend, she's American too, and we went to dinner, so there's something in the table at the restaurant, and it's just like American. You have ketchup, salt, and pepper at the table, and she was trying something on the table. I forgot what it was, and she's like, "Ew, this is gross. This is disgusting." It's just different food from different country. You're in a new country. You're not used to the food. If it's disgusting, if it's gross, why would people eat it? And if it's not that good, why would they put it on the desk, on the table at the restaurant as like a daily food that you will eat, somebody will eat? So there's no comparison between food in different countries. You just have to be an open-minded person and be open to different things to try. So I do have my favorite. I love food. I don't know about you, but I love eating. I love eating new food. I'm a Vietnamese. So in Vietnam we have all sorts of food. I noticed in Japan there are a lot about noodles too. So just like Vietnamese, we have different types of noodles. The noodles. So in Japan they have like soba, yakisoba, yaki noodles, all sorts of noodles. So they're a little more of the noodle size for dishes in Japan, not just sushi. Everybody hear about Japan, they're like, oh, sushi. No, Japan has more than just sushi. Just like when they hear about Vietnamese food, they're like pho. Well, we have more than just pho. But like Japanese, we have different types of noodles for different things that we eat. Like we have pho is that kind of noodles. But we have noodles, pho from the north and from the south. And we use totally different noodles in that kind of pho. So that's that. So like I said, you cannot compare food between countries. Japan and Korea are totally different types of food and stuff. New Zealand though, some food I'm not really a fan, but again, I'm not New Zealander. It's just new thing to me, and it wasn't as tasty to me. But it doesn't mean that I think it's gross or anything. It's just different, and it doesn't taste very well to me. But it's more like a daily food over there, because I want to try kind of local food and stuff. So it must be good. That's why they keep selling. They keep making it and selling to the locals. But obviously, I'm not a local. I'm a new person in a new country, in a new city, so I'm not used to that taste. That's why it doesn't taste right to me, or it didn't taste good to me. But it wasn't like bad or anything. It's just different. And it was in Ecuador. So Ecuador, some dishes are kind of similar to Vietnamese food. Korean is a little bit close to that in some dishes too. Peru though, Peru is the dishes. Okay, let me remember. Peru is really good too. Bolivia, it wasn't as tasty as Ecuador or Peru, but Peru from 3 South American countries, Peru is my number one among Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. Definitely Peru dishes are really good. What else? Like I said, you just have to be open-minded to taste different food from different countries and stuff. And like I said, don't just say, oh, this is gross, this is disgusting. No, it's not. It is not. If it's gross, it's disgusting. Nobody's gonna make it. Consider they want to make a living out of it. That's why they gotta sell it. If it's disgusting, who's gonna sell it to make money, right? To live off whatever they're selling. Who's that stupid? Nobody is that stupid. So yeah, if you want to travel as a traveler, you have to be an open-minded person. Really, it's because if you're not, then you're not gonna survive anything, because you're in a strange country. Everything is different from where you are. They might speak a different language. They dress differently. They talk differently. They act differently and everything. And if you just think of how people act over here, and then you think of people over there, and you get all worked up and everything, is not good for you anyway. Because, well, you're in a new country, they're not gonna care about you. It's not like they don't care about you, but they're not gonna change themselves for you, because that's how they live over there. It's like in the US, when you eat noodles, you're not supposed, or something, you're not supposed to make noises and stuff, right? But when you're in Japan or Korea, you're supposed to make noises when you eat noodles and stuff. I don't know how to make that, because I don't make noise when I eat things. I mean, I do, but like when I eat noodles and stuff, I don't make that noise. But it doesn't mean that when I'm in Japan, I get offended from people who eat noodles and they're making noise, or in Korea. It's just different cultures have different things. And I can say many Americans are like that. Like I said, it's not all of them, but many of them are kind of judges in a way like that. And it's a little strange, because Americans are more like open-minded in a way, but some of them are not. Again, it's not everybody's like that, but like they kind of judges in things like that. So it's a little bit funny, because consider American, they have in the US is pretty diverse if you go to different cities and stuff. Or maybe because that those people, they haven't been to a diverse place, that they don't get exposed to different culture things and stuff. That's why their mind is, that's all they know. They don't know what's outside, so you cannot blame them either. It's more like an educational thing. It's not like you are educated or not, but if you're exposed to that culture, you know about that culture, so you know what to expect, or as a person, you cannot just say, oh, you're different, and then you judge others. I'm different, you're different. It's just different. You have to respect the difference between among us and stuff. So if you have that mindset, then it's easy for you when you travel everywhere, or you meet new people and everything. It's easy for you to make friends too, because like I say, it's you're not a judge's person. I'm cooking, because that's why I'm checking on the thing I'm cooking, making mashed potato. So yeah, there's no way for you to judge the food, which country is better or whatnot. I mean, it's your tongue. Does it like it or not? That's it. I mean, it's new food and stuff. There's nothing to judge about anything. But definitely, of course, you have favorite and stuff. So like I said, I was in South America, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. But Peru is definitely my favorite. Ecuador is okay. It's, Bolivia, not really, but it's not bad anything. In the US though, I'm not really a fan of American food. Really, I stay here a little over 11 years. I like their fries. I love fries. Hamburger, and not so. So there's a very good hamburger in Texas called Bronx. It's really good hamburger. A little more expensive, obviously, because it tastes better. But again, I'm not into. It's not like it's bad or anything. I'm not a fan of hamburger. It's not like hamburger is bad or anything. I'm just not a fan of hamburger. That's it. What else? I really don't know a lot of American food, really. Like they don't really have, like when you talk about Japan, some people say sushi, right? They have that. American probably just hamburger and fries. I really don't know. I'm really sorry. I should know. Consider I stay here a little over 10 years, or even 11 years, but I don't know really. Or like, what is their traditional clothes? I really don't know. Probably vest. I don't know. But like Japan, you know, they have their kimono and stuff, or Korean, they have the handbook. Or me as a Vietnamese, we have áo dài, we call it áo dài, which is the long dress and stuff. So, and it's hard for American too. It's such a melting pot. You know, it's a young country. They have people coming from all over the world from a long time ago. So, again, it's hard for them to have an identity in the country. That's what I think. But it doesn't mean it's a bad thing because it's such a melting pot. They have all sorts of stuff, like people coming from all over the world and stuff from a long time ago. So it's such a melting pot. So it's a good thing actually. But some people don't realize that. They're like, oh, you blah, blah, blah. Again, it's a mindset thing. Anyway, so like I said, everything is good except it's just you, your mind, you're the controlling. You have to be open-minded to everything. So if you're an open-minded person like me, when you travel, especially street food is the best. If you can eat street food, it's the best. If you cannot, I'm really sorry. You're missing out on traveling. Traveling is all about eating, tasting the local thing, especially street food is the best thing. It's much better than restaurant and stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's all I can say about food in different countries. How many countries have I been to? Japan, Korea, New Zealand, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia. Seven countries. So I've been to how many continents? North America, South America. Does it count as one continent? I don't know. Horrible with geography. Asia. New Zealand is their own thing. So I just need to go to Europe. Europe, probably Scandinavia first because other countries now is kind of crazy with pickpocketing and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I don't know yet because North Scandinavia area is pretty expensive. So I gotta save up a lot. Consider I'm a teacher, I don't really make any money, like I said. I mean, not like I said, but if you know a little bit about me, I'm a teacher. I make 35 at Kokomo High School. This is my first year teaching. I make 35,600 a year. That's what it is in my contract. It's the first year teaching at Kokomo High School. 35,600 a year. So after tax and everything, before the money comes to my account, every 2 weeks we get paid. It was $800 some cents. Now I make $795 and some cents. So think about it. Every 2 weeks I don't even make $800. So I definitely don't make a lot of money. But it is what it is. They don't care about teachers in India now, obviously. So what can you do? I don't know. Mr. Vice President, you're from India now. Why? Well, I don't know. Anyway. I cannot say anything about that. It's not in my control anyway. It's the people who, if they care about education, they would care about teachers. Or if they think they can do better, why don't they be teachers and, you know, do whatever you think is the best, yeah, then be the teachers and you know what you can do better. Complaining too much and, you know, don't understand teachers and stuff. Anyway, bye.